What's going on, guys? It's Tyson, and today I've got another video for you all. So this one's all about how much protein should I eat, and well, this is pretty much how much protein you guys should eat, because we always ask the different questions. That's a pretty common question to ask. How much protein should I eat? Am I eating too much? Am I eating enough? I'm not making any progress. Is it because I'm not eating enough protein? And it's such a hard topic because there's so many recommendations out there. But lucky for you guys, I read books, I read journals, I look at this type of research, and I find out what I can give to you guys so you don't have to go searching around the internet for it. So, there's a lot of debate about it, whether you have too much or too little, but what science has come down to is it's a pretty standard area for the moment. So, let's say, first of all, let's say you've picked up a men's health magazine and you've had a look at it and you're like, oh yeah, well, and you look at like, bodybuilders, Jay Cutler, or you look at like huge athletes, and you see these guys on like ridiculous amounts of protein. They have like huge chicken breasts with each meal, and they're just downing so much. First of all, most of these guys are on steroids. Second of all, you're probably not as big and as heavy as those guys, so you're not going to need as much protein as them. So the biggest thing is, a lot of us try and eat too much protein because we think, oh well, if I just eat more protein, I'm going to make more gains. But if you're eating too much protein, the body isn't going to be able, like the truth of it is, if you know how protein acts in the body can't utilize all the protein that's coming in. So what it's going to do is, any extra waste protein that you have in your body's going to get rid of it, right? So you're either going to pee it out or crap it out. So just think about it. If you're having protein supplement shakes, and you're buying steaks and meats and fish and tuna, and you're buying all these sources of protein, and you're just down in it every day, like you're having a lot, you're having 200 to 300 grams of protein a day, you are wasting a lot of money on, or like a lot of your money on protein, and you should be saving that money. Because honestly, the body just can't handle as much as you're using, and you've got to find out how much the body's going to be needing. So how much do you guys need? Well, like I said, like I always say, it always depends. So on your goals, it depends if you want to gain weight or you want to maintain what you've got now, you should be eating about 1.5 to 1.7 grams of protein per day. You can go up to 2, but you don't want to go over 2. So at the moment, let's say for me, I'm 75 kilos and I'm trying to maintain, do a little bit of a slow bulk. So I'm consuming about anywhere between 130 to 160 grams of protein a day. 130 is my minimum, and then anywhere over that is fine. And same goes for you guys. Think about your weight and then times it by 1.7, 1.8, 1.5. Anything around that range, but if you go over 2 grams, it's just too much for your body. Now, on the other hand, if you want to cut down weight and you want to slim down, trim up, obviously you want to preserve as much muscle mass as possible. And the way to do that is actually increase your protein source. Plus, it's going to help with satiation too, because when you start cutting calories, you're going to get hungry, and protein's one of the best sources to actually hold off the starvation and cravings. So for you, I suggest having between 2 grams to 2.5 grams. Anywhere between that range. Anywhere above there again is just too much for your body. So like I said, for me, that means my minimum would be 150 grams. I'd probably go about 150 grams to about 180 to 200 grams. Anything over that, guys, I'm just peeing or pooping it out, and I'm wasting my money. So when it comes to protein needs, though, it doesn't mean you should be having ridiculous, like all your protein doesn't need to come from meat, fish, chicken, etc. It can come from other sources. You've got trace proteins, which means little bits of proteins in veggies, in bread, in pasta, rice has got a little bit. It depends how much you're having. And if you actually track your nutrients over a week, so let's say you used an app called MyFitnessPal, you're going to realize how much protein you're actually consuming in a day. And it's not going to be hard to hit your numbers. But what you want to look at is still having a base of protein with every meal. And when I say base, so a good serving of protein. So let's say, if you got your palm and went like this, right? Wrapped your fingers up, and you look at a nice circular motion like that. For guys, you should have 2 servings of these with each meal. So about that much protein. For women, it only has to be about 1 serving, because women are small, obviously. And honestly, you don't need much more than that each meal. Let's say you're eating 4 times a day. That's going to be a perfect amount for you. If you're eating, let's say you're trying to follow one of the big bodybuilder diets and you're eating 500 grams of chicken breast in every meal, or like 500 grams of steak or a kilo steak every night, you are wasting a lot of money on protein. So instead of buying supplements, instead of buying all that extra protein that you usually buy, and you find out, oh, I'm over consuming, save the money and spend it on something different. Instead of buying protein supplements or foods, why not buy better whole foods? So why not buy more quality organic grass-fed meat or grass-fed eggs, things like that? Why not buy a new gym membership if you need it? Like if you want to go to a better gym, save your money that you're actually spending on that type of stuff and go to a new gym membership. Spend it on fun or spend it on something that's going to help with your progression, okay? Because if you're spending all this extra money on protein, then like you're wasting it, and all of a sudden you stop and you go, well, I've got all this extra money. Why not do something else that's going to help you progress further? Because too much protein isn't going to help you get towards your goals. Let's say you spend it more, like let's say you spend it more on carbohydrates, so more of your money now is going towards better sources of carbohydrates. And then if you want to bulk up, you're consuming the right amount of food and you're actually making progress. That's what you guys want to focus on. I want you guys saving money. I want you guys doing things the right way, and plus, you guys don't need to be eating that much in the first place. Because to be honest, we probably just go to the gym to obviously try and get stronger, look better naked, and just have a better performance and look good, right? You don't need to be if you're not going to the Olympia. I suggest don't even worry about it. You know, if you want to go to the Olympia, have as much protein as you want. Don't listen to this video. Go somewhere else. So just to recap, guys, if you're looking to bulk or you want to stay with your weight, about 1.7 to 2 grams, 1.5 to 2, anywhere between then. If you want to, if you're cutting weight and you really want to preserve muscle mass, make sure you're having between 2 to 2.5 grams a serving, and get a majority of it from your whole foods, from your meats, from your legumes, from dairy, all those type of things. But spend the money you save on other sources of fun for your exercise. So that's all the video is about today, guys. I hope it was informative, and I will speak to you all in the next video.